How's everybody doing today? I am Mr. Mocha, and welcome back to another video, A Sip of Mocha. Today's reaction video is a death battle video. We got Devil May Cry versus Final Fantasy, basically Dante versus Clive. I want to go ahead and point this out there. Put this out there. I haven't played none of these goddamn games, so I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know nothing. I'm going in here blind. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm gonna only put my money towards Dante just because I had watched that Netflix animation show a little bit before I got to the point where I don't fucking have Netflix no more. There's only so much streaming services I can pay for, but so I didn't get to finish it. I should play the game. Hey, if you want me to play the game, stream it or crop it up into some videos, let me know and I'll do it. But let's get right into today's video. Why did I get tongue-tied right there? That shit just irritated my soul for a second. It got me sound like I'm kind of slow over here, but I'm not. All right.
Fly!
Dante versus Clive.
DMC's Devil Hunter versus Final Fantasy's Shield of Rosaria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's a dangerous world out there. Cultists, demons, and evil businessmen lust for power. And every day brings a new cataclysm humanity must face.
This world may seem like the end, but for a devil hunter like Dante, it's party time. Who'd expect anything less from the son of the legendary demon Sparta?
A dark knight who, thousands of years ago, woke up to justice and sealed away the demon lord, Mundus.
But then Sparta mysteriously died, and his wife got iced by some demons, leaving Dante and his brother Virgil separated.
Despite a long-gone family, Dante kept a chipper attitude and set up a business dedicated to one thing:
killing demons? And with the blood of Sparta running through him, he's the best in the business.
By harnessing his own demonic energy, Dante bolsters his speed,
Damn, he in
power,
his
and
40s?
durability, letting him block
Thought he was in his
kaiju-sized
20s.
punches, move faster than a meteor,
And regenerate like an unstoppable force of nature. As long as he has the energy, he can heal from getting shot, stabbed, sliced through. Basically anything.
Even without his regeneration, he's survived heat that would reduce the layman to ash.
But no hunter is complete without an arsenal, and Dante's got one hell of a sword left by his dad, Rebellion. Plus ebony and ivory, 2 magic pistols with endless ammo clips. And they say the perfect gift doesn't exist.
But Dante's full arsenal is far larger and stranger.
Like
Well,
King
what, a
Cerberus, a
minigun?
shape-shifting set of elemental nunchucks. Cavalier, a pair of buzzsaws that are also a motorcycle. Balrog, fiery fisticuffs for boxing and capoeira. And Navan, a guitar. An electric guitar.
There's also Lucifer, a backpack of endless laser swords that Dante got after slaying... Actually, we never see how he beat Lucifer.
Yeah, you know someone's a badass when they off-screened the actual devil. Then there's my fave, Dr. Faust, a sentient hat that turns Dante into basically Orville Peck. Oh, and shoots crystallized demon blood.
Dante needed this and much more when he got a warm welcome from the brother he thought long dead. In a twist of fate, Virgil
Gotta
was
put a pause
alive,
on this.
but
Gotta
went
put a
down
pause
a
on
very different path.
While Dante was partying, Virgil studied the blade, seeking the power he needed to exert his will, even if it meant killing his own brother.
Oh, damn.
Something he came close to doing in their first meeting.
But the defeat only spurred Dante's awakening. He learned to teleport using Trickster, slow down time through Quicksilver, and double-team foes with Doppelganger.
With a slick pose and the right timing, he can royal guard dang near anything, then use the absorbed
Damn,
energy
what
to
the
armor up as a dreadnought.
And then there's Devil Trigger, a super form Dante achieves through his supernatural power. By tapping into his inner demon, Dante can fly and gains an enormous boost in speed and power.
Naturally, his rematch with Virgil went very differently, and that was far from Dante's peak.
When Mundus got up to his old tricks, Dante battled the Demon Lord in a vast sea of stars, a universe Mundus created on a whim. Even later, Dante one-shot a stronger alternate future Mundus who had completely merged with the demon world.
So he's kind of a big deal. Literally, Mundus became a living universe just for Dante to shoot him in the face.
Then there's
damn.
Argosax, a god so astronomically intense he had the power of every other demon in existence, a divine deity of the sun that Dante also shot in the face.
Oh, that guy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Completely
I ain't gonna lie. Dante like fuck fighting, bro. I'm just gonna shoot you. Oh my god. He just bro said, hey, it's a demon that got all other demon powers and stuff like that. What are you gonna do about it? Matter of fact, hold on. It's a Deadpool prop gun, not a real one. Say fun. It's a prop fun. Bro said, hey, that's cool and all, but he got all them powers. All that demon got all the other demons' powers. Cool, whatever. You know what I'm gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm gonna put one to his dog. Don't worry about that. I'm just gonna put one to the back of his head. Nah, that's insane.
He forgot about him.
Funny, so
I
did
actually
Dante.
need to play this game. I'm
Despite
bullshitting.
how powerful Argosax was, he was just an insignificant Tuesday to Dante.
So it's safe to say Dante had become the strongest around. But no amount
Why
of
should I
style,
be walking around with an
pizza,
RPG?
or wahoos could fill the hole in his heart. Sure, Virgil was a power-hungry weeb, but he was still his bro. Beneath Dante's antics, killing the last of his family kinda messed him up.
Until he learned his family wasn't as gone as he thought. It turns out he had a nephew, Nero, who Dante would help get into the family business in his own unconventional way.
And for dead weight, Nero was pretty badass, even helping Dante take on the so-called Demon King Urizen. Nero's Devil Breaker arm can fire light-speed lasers that Dante and Virgil have dodged.
Dante and Virgil can already dodge lasers in their base forms, but when charged with enough demonic energy, they can outright blitz beams over 11 times faster than light.
Nero even survived getting melted down while inside a living statue. It's a long story.
And that's the same sort of regeneration that Dante has, meaning he can survive being turned into a puddle.
So Dante was ready when Virgil somehow returned. Again. And made an apocalyptic demon tree for what else? More power!
With the entire world now on the line, Dante had to get serious and fully embrace his human and demon sides alike by stabbing himself.
Holy shit, Dante has been impaled so much, he decided to make it how he powers up. So he got his greatest weapon, Devil Sword Dante, and became Sin Devil Trigger. This is Dante's demon energy at its peak. He can fire lasers with Loose, obliterate with the fires of Judgment, and surpass even the legendary Sparta.
But although Dante was totally a match for Virgil, neither of them would budge on their ideals. Both were destined to duel until one was dead forever.
But thanks to Nero and two well-placed bitch slaps, they got some sense knocked into him.
Dante realized that if he couldn't make Virgil abandon his ways, he might as well keep an eye on him. In one fell swoop, the two severed the world-spanning demon tree and prepared for a permanent departure to the underworld.
You can choose your friends, but not your family. But if that's what it takes to keep Virgil safe, or rather to keep the world safe from Virgil, Dante will deal with it. And all things considered, he's happy slugging it out with his bro. Maybe happier than he's ever been.
Proof that as long as you have the human drive, even hell can become a paradise sweet enough that a devil may cry.
Okay. Yeah, my money
It's
gonna
an
stay on
emergency.
Dante then.
This fight's gonna have a banger soundtrack, but my headphones broke.
Well,
Type, hold on.
of Rosaria and its prince, Clive Rossfield, a man destined to be a dominant, the host to a mighty guardian icon.
Anybody who's a dom can draw on magic life juice called ether, becoming a big scary monster.
And commanding the element they embody to create storms, slay armies, and split the sea. Dominants are forces of nature, and Clive would be the dominant of the Phoenix.
Well, he was supposed to, but Big Bird said no thanks and instead picked his sick little brother Joshua. Parents don't play favorites, but I guess ancient monsters can.
Despite the rejection and a deep loathing from his mother Annabella, Clive and Joshua were only kind to one another. Clive saw the burden his brother bore and accepted his blessing of the Phoenix in hopes of becoming Joshua's shield.
Meaning he learned a bunch of magic. He can shoot fire, teleport with Phoenix Shift, and took down this beast before he was even out of puberty.
Even without magic, Clive's a capable swordsman, able to boost his speed and perception with precision dodge. But it wasn't enough when Annabella betrayed Rosaria for the Empire of Sanbreque. In one night, Clive's knights, people, and his own father were slaughtered before him.
Quick, someone use a Phoenix down!
Those aren't in this game.
Well, that's unfortunate. But the Phoenix icon sure is, because the trauma of everything made poor Joshua lose control.
Clive wanted nothing more than to help his brother, and perhaps this desire awakened the icon that was in him all along, the fiery beast, Ifrit.
Boy, is Ifrit a wild one. Just standing nearby will incinerate the average Joe. It can make fire barriers, regenerate lost limbs, decimate foes with a flaming spirit bomb, and shatter a walking mountain.
The downside being Clive couldn't control it. He didn't even remember becoming Ifrit or battling the Phoenix in a fight that reduced everything he loved to cinders, leaving Joshua presumed dead.
If that wasn't bad enough, dear old Ma found him the next day and made him a slave to Sanbreque's army. Clive spent 13 years wallowing through life, searching for Ifrit's host for revenge, only to learn the one he wanted to kill was himself.
This revelation hit Clive like a phantom train. He thought death was all he deserved for taking the lives of Joshua and so many others. Even so, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. No, not like that.
Thanks to his friend Jill, the outlaw Sid, his doggo Torgal, and a very therapeutic battle with his self-hatred, Clive learned to carry the torch for his brother, fighting the real problems plaguing his world: crystals and racism.
In the world of Valisthea, prejudice is alive and well for bearers. Basically, anyone who can use magic without special crystals.
So what better way to dismantle the system than to help fellow bearers and destroy the mother crystals ruining the planet, all while picking up some nifty abilities.
Through a mysterious power that lets him absorb icons, Clive took Garuda, an avian with sharp slashes and sharper talons. From Sid, he received Ramuth, so he could summon lightning.
From his bae Jill, he got Shiva to freeze lava and even time itself. With Titan, he can block and absorb blows with earth-shattering fists. From this dragon prince, he got Bahamut and some deadly lasers.
And through Odin, he can slow the flow of time and slice apart the fabric of space.
So he can fuck with time too.
Looks familiar.
With these powers, Clive stepped up to lead the bearers, and even reunited with Joshua, who was alive all along. Surprise!
Clive spent 5 years freeing the land and became hot as hell while doing it. Well, no, not well, yeah, that way, but also through Ifrit. By using part of Ifrit's power, Clive can set himself aflame, activating Limit Break to boost his abilities.
But Limit Break is far from Clive's limit. After absorbing the Phoenix essence from Joshua, he became Ifrit Risen. Now fully in control of the monster that had tormented him, he embraced his role as a shield for his brother and friends.
Just in time.
Hold on. Because Dante was like, oh, you just turned into a big monster? That's cool. I went to the back of your skull. That's really how I feel like Dante's going to approach this. I'm not going to hold you.
To battle in space, block a planet-wiping blast, and overpower this dragon at the speed of light.
That's no exaggeration. Ifrit Risen is literally stated to move at light speed. Not surprising when Clive has intercepted lasers over 3 times faster than that, and overpowered Omega, a god-slaying weapon that can destroy, and I quote, all of creation.
But what made Clive strong enough to do all this? You know, besides the majestic man cleavage.
Turns out Clive's birth was orchestrated. He was intended to become the vessel of Ultima, an ancient, all-powerful being that created humanity, but abandoned them after they developed free will.
Meaning everything that happened was the fault of one person, God, the bastard! But Clive wouldn't be a puppet. If God was in the way of humanity's freedom, then God was gonna die.
Easier said than done.
No shit.
Ultima
He
was
turned off
stronger
his
than
power.
anyone Clive had faced, able to warp all of reality to create a universe. But Clive had a secret not even Ultima foresaw. Over his journey, he developed a special state of mind, Logos.
AKA someone powered by human will and the bonds of consciousness with others. Okay, that sounds
the
like
power
anime
of
friendship crap, but trust
there
me,
you go.
it
Yo,
made Clive a badass.
I literally just said with the power of friendship. Yay, we can conquer all. We can do anything with the power of friendship
Surpass
and
his
plot.
limits, getting stronger over the course of just one fight.
So much so that, despite struggling against Ultima initially, by the end of the fight, Clive took out Ultima Malleus, a more powerful amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
Ultima literally became Ultima squared, but Clive still kicked his ass. Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed God in a giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was the power of friendship after all.
Okay.
Man, this guy's got a future in shonen.
Well, except we don't really know what happened to Clive. Whether he lived or died, though, doesn't really matter. It was his journey and the world he created that made his life meaningful. Clive's dream of a future where everyone can live and die on their own terms had become a reality.
And his stories were written up in a book by a certain Joshua Rossfield, which he titled Final Fantasy.
Well,
The battle's coming up next, so call your winner now, folks. Just
well, I really think, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm trying to hold it. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like after watching that and learning that, I feel like Clive potentially might win with that power of friendship bullshit, but I'm still gonna keep my money is on Dante.
oh!
Just for shits and giggles.
Hey, I heard your fiery friend is causing trouble, and I'm in the business of dealing with trouble. Leave now.
Bro, this is background music. Hold on, I had to turn my shit up.
Stop me as a demon.
There you go with the blicky. Fuck the fight, bro. That song in the background. I need to listen to that during one of my gym sessions, because yo. He just ate that shit. Nah, man, getting your ass beat by doing Michael Jackson moves.
Fancy yourself a bard?
Stop! Hell no! I'm like, bro, it's really breakdancing mid-fight. Damn!
No hiding in the shadows anymore, Smokey. Time to see the light.
What the hell is that?
I ain't gonna lie, this is nice. We can do time too. Yup, we can do time too.
Still holding out on me? Let's see what your monster can really do!
So the devil cries for more,
Let's give him everything we've got! Joshua! Underestimate you!
That's nice. That's actually nice. Put the PlayStation stuff on there. Damn! Smoking sexy style. Hell no. Oh. Oh shit. Damn.
Just once. I need more. It's been a bash, Smokey. Jackpot! I need every...
All the power of friendship kicked in. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
After a fight like this, that guard will be nothing.
I'm not gonna hold you. The second I heard that the power of friendship, I said, "Yep, you know what? Maybe Dante's cooked." Because that power of friendship bullshit should not always work. That is some bull. Oh, that's some bull.
Okay, that was a whole nother level of close, but I think we got the point.
This was not an easy call to make. Dante and Clive matched each other so closely, it was hard finding a definitive advantage either had. This is best explained through 3 categories, starting with stats.
Both Dante and Clive could easily beat up universe-busting threats.
Mundus and Ultimalius could create universes at a whim, and Dante and Clive defeated them sans their own super forms. Dante and Clive could both consistently intercept lasers at faster-than-light speeds.
And Dante could always amp up with demon juice to briefly outspeed Clive anyway.
But Clive could match that by boosting his own speed and reflexes through precision dodge. Both were so beyond the pale that neither could definitively overpower the other.
Still, given their crazy powers, you'd think one of their abilities would break the deadlock.
Not so much. Dante and Clive could generally match each other blow for blow, be it to teleport, slow down time, flash freeze the other, block and absorb hits, etc.
And Dante could survive the intense flames of Ifrit. He's dealt with heat like that before.
Though Clive did not have a perfect match against Doppelganger, he did have more methods of manipulating time, both more reliable and abusable, in addition to defensive measures like Ifrit's barrier to fall back on to outlast powers like Doppelganger.
But their super forms evened out. Any edge Clive could get from, say, Limit Break or Ifrit Risen, Dante could match with Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger.
In the end, both have answers to most of each other's powers, making it still anyone's win.
Which is why it came down to one major factor: endurance. Just how long could these two keep at it?
While Dante's super forms could undoubtedly keep up with Clive's, there is an emphasis in story and gameplay that they expend a lot of demonic energy.
The longest Dante has battled in Devil Trigger against someone his equal is about 6 minutes, and abilities like Doppelganger, Quicksilver, and Sin Devil Trigger burn through it even faster.
Clive's time in Ifrit Risen isn't limitless either, but it can last longer, fighting for tens of minutes if necessary. But given how close this match is, it's vital. If Ifrit Risen catches Dante outside of Devil Trigger, it's over.
I know what you're thinking. Dante's crazy tough. His healing factor's way better than Clive's.
That's what I was
Clive can
thinking
regen
about
lost
that.
limbs, sure, but Dante can heal from getting reduced to a puddle. Couldn't he just tank Ifrit's attacks?
Well, yes, but also no. This is where context is everything. While no doubt impressive, Dante's healing has been overcome in the past because it is tied to how much energy he has. Less demonic energy means a less potent healing factor.
Like when he got knocked out for a month straight by Urizen, only surviving thanks to a constant source of demon blood. Hell, overtaxing demon regen is how Dante killed Virgil in the first place.
Even if we assume Dante could get a second wind, it's always possible Clive could get one too, becoming even stronger from pure willpower, just like when he fought Ultimalius.
So, for as tough and persistent as Dante was, Clive was able to endure just that much more to get the final edge. The devil was in the details, but Clive's victory is no fantasy.
The winner is Clive Rossfield.
Next time on
I'm still
Deathbattle.
gonna think that power friendship bullshit is 2025 finale. What we got? Hit his ass with the hit that man with the dark position with the gat. Wait, I could have sworn they did something like this already.
Subscribe.
I guess not, bro. Nah, my money's straight. My money's straight on Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I'm gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh. Yugi, bro. If Yugi don't win, I'm gonna know something's up. I don't care. If Yugi doesn't win, I am going to know something is always up, even though they always. But like, yo, if Yuji better win that fight, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Yuji better win that fight, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bro. But hey, if you enjoyed today's reaction video, please leave it a like, subscribe. Come back for more. I'm not really good with intros and outros. If you're a new subscriber, you would know that about me. I'm not a really good, making the intro, making the outro. If you've been a subscriber, thank you very much, by the way. You can tell that I'm not really good doing intros and outros. Sometimes I just stare at the camera and hit the stop recording button. Or to be yapping or whatever. But, if you enjoyed today's video in my yap session or whatever, leave it a like. And subscribe. Make sure you drink some water today, or I'm gonna come in your house and bite your kneecaps off.